Here we go. Wetness Day. Bajas Brew Labs WONDERSTUFF Pilsner. By the way, I screwed up yesterday's. It wasn't an IPA. It was a hazy lager or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't really explain its taste. This is a Pilsner. WONDERSTUFF. I wonder what's in this stuff. Let's go. Pilsner. Now remember what I always say about Pilsners. If they got it right, it's gonna taste like everybody else's. So why would you buy a premium, expensive Pilsner if it just tastes like everybody else's? Questions. I don't know. Maybe we could fill it with a handful of dicks. Or her. Oh yeah, bad. Look at that, huh? Nice juicy head. Okay. Smells like beer. Cheers. Cheers to your Wednesday. I hope it's going good. Mine's awesome. Started off snowing this morning. Then it snowed some more. Then the sun came out. Okay, doesn't taste anything like, yeah, Gaza City Legos. Was it 7,895 pieces? I will say this, I'd take this Pilsner over a big domestic brand. Okay, okie dokie. Let's see, Playground. Mr. 27 says, oh, Brubomi is looking at comments now. I got like 10 hearts. I win. Smile money. J-Dog was first in the Lot Lizard video. Brew. And Bad says, indeed. No, it was Bajas. Smile Money says, first. Then he says, no, second. Congrats, J-Dog. He must be happily disappointed. Rich Huff says, cheers all. I'll take the next one, even though that still looks like it'd be fun. See? I'm good with my decision. And I'm going to stay with that. J-Dog, don't break your teeth on the bag. The bag says suck. Oh, yeah. You are correct, sir. Suck a bag of dicks. Don't chew a bag of dicks. Salty says, here's nakedness. Mr. 27 says, either age with beauty or youth with beauty. I take the previous one. You know, she's probably more fun than afterwards. You know, you just get her a box of wine and call it a night. I mean, for her, you'd have to get her a juice box and a fruit roll-up. Miss 27 says, here is not naked. Smile Money says, you are who you are, and that's all you are. Popeye, the sailor, man, or fake captain, still not standing next to you in a lightning storm. Nice nipples. Multi-Gun Man says, this video needs way more whiskey. Now, I'd like to know why you asked for whiskey with an E when any Canadian whiskey I have is without the E. This 27 says, and 12 gauges. Motion at your front door. I like motion at McLean's back door. You got me tapping on your back door, baby. Whiskey. Cassie. Crown Royal. No E. Okay, we'll ignore his spelling and just look for something that's that has an E, and I don't want any of it. That would be Knob Creek Smoked Butthole. Speaking of butthole, never mind. Mesquite Brown Sugar, that's spelt correctly. I don't want any of that either. What the hell's this? That's brandy, so that would not be whiskey. That's brandy, that's brandy, that's brandy. That's one of my least favorite of the Spicides. Glenmorangie, Glenmorangie, la 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 la. You know what? Why? Life is short. Why drink stuff you don't like? Glen Scotia. Single malt Scotch whiskey, a seasonal release. Finished in a Montadillo sherry cask. Cask strength. Hang on to your skirts, kids. Nice shirt. I like that shirt. Grandpa, you want a little drinky poke? The only thing I ever saw my grandfather drink was beer, and the only time I ever saw him drink beer is with the rest of the gang when we were camping as kids. You know, when we were up in the loft of the camper without seatbelts on. Can you imagine? I mean, how many people flew out that window? Hang on, I just realized I never took my dealing with McLean medication. She's like, I bet you those taste great. But I'll start with my girl, the one in the yellow. And there's no need, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her, but first of all, the romantic interlude would be over before she even had her clothes off. Smile Money says, how many times do you end up in bear country? Now, squirrel country maybe, and those little monsters are vicious, laugh out loud. I don't remember if I've ever had a bear on my camera. It's unlikely for them to be this far in, but you know, if they do get thirsty, I am like less than a half of a mile away from a large volume of fresh water. But every time we're out at the shack or even up at Island Lake, we're in bear country. Seen deer up at the shack. I don't think I've ever seen a bear up there. Yeah, back again. Of course, none of the retarded people that made the comment would be here ever watching this, but the whole us shooting up at the shack wrecked deer season for everybody. Yeah, ask Johnny Watson about the day that we were shooting and we had to stop shooting because the deer wouldn't get off of the range between where we were standing and where we were shooting. Cobra sub comment, his honey hole brings all the bears to the yard. My honey hole. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Then Rich says, yeah, getting food products from Amazon is usually high price and they rarely arrive in good condition. Oh, excuse me. Evidently, you'd have to not know that you can go to a grocery store and buy that same block of cheese for, I want to say, I don't know, I didn't even look at the price because I knew it wasn't $24.95. I would have to, I forgot to stop today. I had 2 other stops before I could get home, so I was knocking those out of the park, so I got to get some another block of Limburger cheese because I know how much Jeremy likes it. That and you have to smear it all over everything. It's, you know, you want to keep Jeremy out of the gun room. You just take some Limburger cheese and stick a couple of wedges around the door. It's kind of like garlic for a vampire. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did I mention this is 5.1%? Not too bad again for a Pilsner. A domesticated beer. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't get to say it in time. I was going to say I'm going to hold on that last one, but I'd rather hold this one, if you know what I mean. Hey, it's my fucking preference. Pro level here. Take it off the middle can. You don't have to have that one to do the presentation later. I think I'm going to put this right next to the other one. I am missing one in the collection and I'm so bummed out. Yeah, it's supposed to be into the 40s tomorrow, so what snow we got last night and today, I'm guessing we'll be back to grass. And it's actually supposed to be pretty nice on Friday when we're supposed to go up and have some fun with the flare guns and other guns. If Matt gets lucky, he'll be able to bring his new gun with him. Unfortunately, he got held, and not the way that he wanted to. But I told him, I said, you know what? The last three pistols that I picked up, I got held. One of them, they called me before I even parked the truck. Just turned back around and went back down and picked it up. The other ones, I believe I picked them up the same day. Yes. Yeah. Whatever's next may be hot, but I'm. That right there is all you need for the weekend. Oh God. I'll take the other one. She is stunning. But I like the other one. Both the previous one and this one. I question their moral fiber because I've never seen them with their clothes off. It's too bad. Actually, like me and Smile Money talked about, in some ways, sometimes a little bit or the right clothing is hotter than nothing at all. Especially if, you know, they got like, looks like a multi-gunman. You get your priorities fixed. It's whiskey without the E. Cobra says B4. B4 what? Oh, that's what that's what EMT says in the next. Wow, I wonder why we're friends. EMT says before what? And Cobra says data. Okay. B4. B4 is a hit. Oh, Cobra. Now, you guys have to keep one thing in mind. Eric rule of war is not in play right now because Matt is the one that set this board up. And no, he didn't do like something where he stacked them all on each other, or something silly, or there's only one on the board, or there's 17 on the board. It's actually legit. Mama! Christina's home, and she's shoveling. Well, my sister Pooh, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with the 3D printed box, because I'm going to get more use out of this keeping it out of the box. Like, for instance, McLean, I know we've been going steady for a while, and I was just wondering if you would fuck off. I know, suck on a bag of dicks. Stormy Coyote, in regards to the Limburger cheese, I picked up a block of County Castle, which looks like the block you opened the other day. I believe that's what it was called. In regards to the Thor's Hammer hot sauce, I must have missed the video where you finished the bottle. I don't necessarily know if I discussed finishing it. I probably should have. It would have been a milestone, an accomplishment. Because like I said, don't buy it if you think it's like Tabasco sauce, where you sprinkle it across your eggs. More power to you if that's you. That's not me. I like heat with purpose. The Thor's Hammer was too hot to enjoy. Like I said, every now and then I'd get a little gamey and I'd make a little pile on my plate and I'd kind of dunk. I mean, you're talking about if you can see it at all on whatever you're eating, you probably already have too much of it. But yeah, I didn't want it to go to waste. And trust me, that is a difficult thing, because at one point in time there was 3 door shelves in my refrigerator with nothing on it but hot sauce. Shh, be quiet. Don't make eye contact. Sorry. I must have missed the video when he finished the bottle. I haven't tried the Limburger cheese yet. I'll let you know my thoughts in the next few days. Okay. Well, I definitely say it. People either love it or they absolutely are disgusted by it. I'm surprised that after not realizing that you had a positive the first time around, that you actually picked it up again. Klein, you're still mad because I won't swallow, aren't you? Hello? Hey, you want to make $5?
Really? That's all I'm worth is $5 to you?
No, but it's all I have. So I was just going for it. Hey, Mike says hi.
Hi, Mike.
I'm just assuming when he hears your voice. Hey, by the way, Sharky said thanks. Sharky said thanks.
For what?
It was good for him too. I think I got a, oh boy. There's jumping the shark, and then there's stroking the shark.
I forgot about that.
He didn't.
Huh?
He didn't.
I guess not.
He had to have a damp towel and some lotion. Ah. 22 minutes. Klein, you're actually funny tonight. Keep it up. Klein, does it make you feel like a big man to hurt my feelings? Wow, that's... Keep it up. Does it? Jolson says, we need cowbell. Then he says, ring the bell like you mean it. Miss 27 says, double down on the ringing. Cowbell haters, in 3, 2, 1. You'll see it. Okay, I'm sorry, but I think I had to change my mind. I can't shoot this one. This is the very first one that Tardisius ever sent me. As a matter of fact, that's Tardisius' paint job himself on there. So, Tom, if you do get a chance this summer or next, and you're up here, and we get the time to run out to Island Lake, the 300-yard challenge. Who can hit the cowbell first? The only thing is, well, you'd be bringing whatever you feel the most comfortable with. I would probably have to do some practice because at this moment in time, I don't know what I would bring. Back, I know it's a lot of money, I don't want to hear it. Back before I fucked with the scopes, and the JP had the one that's on the Mosin, and the Mosin had the one that I don't have anymore, I probably would have taken the JP for sure. I still probably would. I probably would have, it'd either be the Mosin or the JP. I don't know. I mean, technically, even though one is 7.62 by 54R and the other one is 308, you are basically shooting a gun with the JP shoots so light. I have had several people tell me that the JP shoots lighter than their own 5.56. And I don't know if at least one of you that are hearing me say this were one of the people that told me that, but yeah, I've had quite a few people say, oh my God, you would never know that the JP was a 308. So I would say for the 300-yard cowbell challenge, I would take the JP. Now, it shouldn't be a thing. I mean, it is 300 yards. That I will say, when you're looking through $1,000 scope, an $1,800 scope, a $3,200 scope, 300 yards. You can't look at a You can't look at a target at 300 yards and pull the trigger and see where your shots went. Now, shooting at 100 yards, even Project Overkill, I could see where all of the 22 shots went, but 300 yards, you don't see that. I mean, in the case of the cowbell, unless we were to weight it down or tie it down or do something so that it cannot move, like I have that, that vise, we could clamp it into a vise so that, if we're both going to take shots at it, and somebody hits it on the first shot, and unlikely that that's me. I mean, maybe things would all be different in life if, go back to how my eyes were when, technically speaking, though, I guess I can't blame anything on my vision, because I've actually had my lens script get better quite a few times over the last few years, so. But no, these people that are shooting at, like I watched the one MOA challenge at 1,000 yards from Texas Plinkin. I know some people say, Jeremy, that's ultra boring, but I love watching that shit. Seeing what people bring, what's the most common caliber. I mean, we've had everything. 50 BMG, 38 Lapua. I've seen quite a few of those. I would say, off the top of my head, the number one round is the 6.5 Creedmoor. And this may be a dickish thing to say, but I'm sort of proud that I actually don't have anything chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Then again, if I had a bolt-action gun chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor versus 7 Psalm, it would probably be cheaper to shoot. But you know what? There's been a lot of movement, Jolson, a lot of movement on some bigger manufacturers coming out with barrels and actions. And I tell you, those videos that Jolson has shared with me are some very, very nice rifles. And that company, was it Berger? I don't remember now. I know John has a John has a 22 long rifle barrel from them, and the barrel alone was probably more than most people would ever have invested in an entire 22 rifle build. But this is also a bench rest competition gun, and I think they shoot at 400 yards or something like that. John paid more money. John paid more money for the bipod on that rifle than I did on the rifle that was here yesterday with the night vision, the cost of the night vision included in it. But yeah, there's if certain manufacturers and then certain people start to pick up 7 Psalm, the price of every aspect of it will definitely come down. And even if the price doesn't, at least availability. I mean, you're talking about well, it kind of sucked that John and his son Sean had kind of a yeah, both. I mean, her over the gun, but him and his son Sean had like a falling out, and he was like the only person that, off the top of my head, I could really count on for being able to load me up 7 Psalm. Mainly because he's the one that, you know, loaded up rounds, went to the range, took a couple shots, and then they, you know, tested like 4 different recipes while they're out there with. He's got one of the lab chronographs. You know, I should unbury mine. I've got that one that I did the video on that Huber actually hooked me up with. I don't know how reliable it is. I've never ever seen it in use other than that I have it, and it works by sound. Actually, it has a microphone right here and a microphone right here, and you shoot over the top of it, and it's able to actually hear the bullet here, hear the bullet here, and then do the math in between. But that the lab one, that's the one to actually have. That's those square orange guys. Actually, I think the new best setup is almost looks like a little tiny GPS unit, and you just set it down while you're shooting. I think if I was to do one of those, that would actually be the one that I'd want to do. But that mostly is when you're actually trying to create a workup on a load. Oof! I could definitely work up a load with some pretty decent velocity. It'd completely miss flyover territory, and right now the only hope that I have to accomplish this, and of course once again it's varied upon being able to afford to not only find but purchase the supplies to do such things. And it really sucks that it's like $120 to buy 100 pieces of brass in 7 Psalm, and then you have to, you know, come up with all the rest of it, like the primers. And I actually do have some projectiles, I believe. Right now I know that Jolson is in possession of the dies for it, so kind of his. Now, I don't know how much reloading Jolson actually does, but his dad is a wizard when it comes to making projectiles, and so that might be my option when I can afford to do that. But I already need to put together a suitcase full of cash and hand it to old Jolson. So. Okay, Jolson, maybe you're supposed to suck on it a bit and make them soft before you crunch down on it. These two must be sisters. Boobs look similar. Jolson says January 6th. J6 is a miss. Jolson says was a mostly peaceful protest. Jolson, you're in the basement, not the bathroom. Go try the UV light in the bathroom. Oh, it's... Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. It's whole place, yeah, no. On the other hand, Jolson, it's just as interesting going into the Star Trek room, and it's obviously not bodily fluids in there. It's like the stickers on all the unopened Star Trek figurines on the walls. Anywhere that anything that's white, just... Tell you what, though, the UV light on this guy, that one that I got from. Was it Through Night? The Through Night one? It's like you turn this one on and like the whole bathroom. I mean, it's like just the UV light is bright enough to use as a. Every time I use this thing, I'm more and more impressed. Here, I have to do my first mod, which I didn't even realize how many of the Baldor minis still have the stupid warning. It's got a laser in it. Don't aim it directly at your eye or airplanes. Wow. And as you'll notice, the one on her left seems to be firmer. 37 minutes. Really? Oh, does it just feel like it's like... Whoa. The other one was hot, kind of sophisticated and bitchy looking. This one here just wants to party and stick a handrail up her cooch. So anyway, the State of the Union by the President was such a spirit-lifting event. The Democrats just looked foolish like spoiled children. You are abso-goddamn right. I watched the entire thing. And what was it? 33 times Trump was booed, interrupted, or whatever. In comparison, the Biden twice. One time it was a gentleman who had lost his son in the military and it wasn't being handled right. And the other person was Marjorie Greene, going off when he made some comment about, I don't remember if it was girls in sport. I don't remember what the thing was. Twice Biden was interrupted. The Democrats, I'm sorry, it's they have no interaction that isn't like totally planned out. As an American citizen, if you think your Democrats are somehow so great, explain to me how they showed up with all of this shit. They showed up with their little signs, and they were painted up in rainbow colors and all this other faggy shit. And everything's planned. So you can't say that, oh, they just got upset by what Trump, oh, that's why they showed up with their little ping pong paddles with stuff already on them. One and only one of the justices, Sawyer, my ground control to Major Tom, she refused to shake Trump's hand and turned and just marched away like a fucking cunt that she is. No, Smart Money, you're absolutely right. Even Christine, who is... yeah. Even Christine, who sometimes can look at both sides of a coin better than I can, she's like, oh my God, these Democrats, do they realize that they look like a bunch of frickin' children? It's like, and it shows as today, there was actually, I guess, trying to think of who was it, Crowder? I can't remember who I was listening to. Either I listened to, yes, I listened to Tim Cass, Crowder, and Styx. So it would have been one of them, and they were just like, even on CNN, they were like, even amongst Democrats, gave Trump a passing score for what he said. When he basically, one of the first things he said is, for the sake of our nation, for making America great again, we all need to work together. And you got everybody stands up on the Republican side, and this is all you saw on the other side. They're little children. But tell me their fate wasn't sealed when they don't stand up for the firemen, or they don't stand up for the kid with brain cancer. They don't stand up for a kid sort of beating brain cancer. Nope. The only thing they cheered for is Ukraine. And I'll go again on the record. Fuck Ukraine. What the fuck? I told you yesterday, someone close to me in my own family, I would have never voted for him if I would have known how it... What? Fuck Ukraine. What's more important? He's putting America first. People bitch and they're like, oh, he's a communist, or he's like on Putin's side or whatever. In this particular case, he's like, it's done. It's an unwinnable war. We're done throwing money down a hole. Don't come over here, you little fucking actor. You were a fucking comedian. You were a personality, a comedian, and you were hired to play a role. You show up to the fucking White House where you think you're going to get some money, and you're dressed like a fucking, like Adam Sandler. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. We've given money that... I can't just start handing Mike next door bags of money. Why? Because I don't fucking have it. Just because I have checks in my checkbook doesn't mean I can write them and hand them out. America. Trump is putting America first. He is putting American citizens, the people who elected him, And, well, we're still losing the war on stick a microphone in front of some fucking cunt libtard's face and say, you know, what do you think about this whole thing with Ukraine? Oh, it's just terrible. Those poor people. Those poor people got fucked in the fact that, why don't you settle? When that little piece of shit comes over here and says, oh, the war's going to go on for a long, long, long time. Well, good, then maybe you better start a fucking PayPal account or, you know, a GoFundMe, you little fucking worthless piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. Ukraine. Fuck. Well, hey, guess what? I was never on board with Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. It's a fucking piece of shit money laundering scheme. If you think otherwise, you haven't thought. Yes. Sub-comments on Smile Money's comment about triggering my rant. And yes, you're absolutely right. The Democrats just looked foolish. Trump, oh my God, the amount of fucking wins that we had. Not tired of winning, libtards. God. I'd have to have a beat-off to see which of the three are the best in here. It's kind of like a distance thing. You know, you got to give like 3 or 4 days for recovery. Tape out a line, get the UV lights out, maybe... Cobra says, State of the Union, more like State of Mega.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Smile Money says to Cobra, you can certainly see he is passionate, believes in what he is saying, and wants a better America. You know, that's just it. It's so discouraging to know that I personally know multiple people now in my family that my mother thinks Trump is evil. I think my mom's a complete fucking blithering idiot and she's been indoctrinated by bullshit and can't think outside the box. You know, anything that I used to think about her and her ability to be smart is totally at loss. I see a man... Smile Money, you are right. I see a man who cares about this country. Who in the hell would go through the bullshit lies and bullshit that he has gone through? Mr. Trump, we absolutely love you. Oh, blacks love you. Everybody loves you. You're gonna run as a Republican? We hate you. You're a fucking racist. You fucking racist piece of shit. And then simply stated, anybody that hates Trump has lost all ability to use your own brain and think for yourself and do the research. This is a man who has been threatened, they tried to put him in jail forever. They tried to fine him to the point where his businesses would fail and everything would fail. And he kept on fighting because he believes in the United States of America and the greatness that it could be under the right person. And he is that person. Is he perfect in every regards? No. But anyone that says, oh, goddamn, do I regret voting for him now? I like that. Elon Musk is an unelected, what was Kamala Harris? I forgot. She was elected, right? You're Elon Musk and what does Elon Musk and Kamala Camel-Toe Harris have in common? Oh yeah, they were not elected. she was not elected to run as the president. Yeah, she was elected, but she wasn't elected to be the front runner to be the president of the United States. That was just thrown at everybody. One minute they're just bitching about this, that, and the other thing. The next minute they're just, woo, whoa, we got to overlook all this because, Elon, he's unelected. You fucking people are so fucking stupid. It's like, we'd have never voted for him if I would have known how he was going to stand with Ukraine. It's unwinnable, and we've already given them more money. And then you got the comedian actor saying, well, I never got that money. Oh, really? What should we check the Biden's savings accounts or their offshore checking? Which I'm sure you will actually find some of that money there. Oh, yeah. Sharky, look at... yeah, well, I guess if you can see a little camel toe on the last one, this one is, this one's like flying into the Death Star. Dun, 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 dun. Doof, doof. Ooh, she's pregnant. Just like Sunday Mass, you got to clean the goblet out. Speaking of that, gosh, I hope the Pope is making a comeback. Greatest Pope ever. Okay, that didn't work. McLean. Personal favorite. It's got all those rounded edges right where they're supposed to be. 2 feet away from the garbage can. Why should I expect that I would have hit it? The next go around, let's see, I think this one is doubled up, so yeah. I'm not even sure what the fuck this thing even is. I don't know why you'd ever use it. I'll take this one out. I will offer this to, actually, I'll offer whatever one J-Dog wants. I have an axe sitting here for him, and I have the Woot kit, which is a sharpening stone in here, and then a brush. I don't, so J-Dog, unless you already have an ability to sharpen an axe, this is yours, or this is yours. And whichever one J-Dog doesn't want will be the item in here. Because other than the brush, they're basically the... I'm just going to predict that J-Dog wants the Woot kit. Or he's going to say, I've already got this, so I don't even need it. But the next bottle ship is the pad, which is the one that I use right here. So you're going to get the pad, one of the sharpening pucks, simple strap. I think there's 20 feet on here. You just pull it off and use what you need. And And the Ruckin River, this is their camp table. And I am not going to pull it out and set it up, but it's like, it's silly. And that's why I'm giving it to you. So, that's the next go around right there. And Colonel Mustard. If you find Colonel Mustard, again, just remember the shit is free. This is probably from Taiwan. It's not sharp. Actually, the serrations are. It's kind of like a sort of a... I really want like the Rambo knife, which is kind of why I got this in the first place, but I've got enough fixed blades. It's got could be used as a Phillips right here, straight blade right here. This is the Colonel Mustard. So if you find Colonel Mustard and I draw your name, you'll get all of that plus this. The patina is extra. This was something I got from a Twin Ports bid thing. I mean, it's still okay. I could probably sharpen it up and, fuck, I don't know, go Rambo. The real Rambo knife is not cheap. Wade, you know you're getting older when your recreational area turns into a leaky water park. Smart Money says the things everyone has to look forward to. Laugh out loud. Wow, when your nipple can poke through some leather, love her. I got a berry she can put in her mouth. Mr. 27 says he's 34th. Then he says, nice intro, babe. Yes. Then he says, now you're fake captain. Nice. Well, I was always fake captain. I can't be real captain. Nihap is a real captain. I am not. Now, let's just remind me. Okay, Google. Who am I?
Your name is Fate Captain.
Yes.
Good, good.
What? What's good? EMT. Let's go for C8. Mighty El Captain. Is that 7 words? C8. Matt, you should not say things out loud. He says, well, this is probably going to be a fast one. C8 is a hit. I'd butter that bread. Sharky says, cheers to the private metal drinking crew. Messy bench. Here we go. Then he says, Bravo 5. Breast D5. B5 is a hit. And that one is now laying on the bottom of the ocean. And Sharkey is the first to put blood in the water. Okay. Congratulations, Sharky. Hang on, it's been sitting here. It's been days since I've even looked at it. Sizivi. Oh, yeah. Ooh, daddy likey. Tell you what, when I get my business going, one of the first things, and I know because I've been haunted by McLean, the Hellion. The original Hellion. Not the one with the longer fucking barrel. The original Hellion. The plans are, McLean, I want to leave it kind of like the grenade launcher. I have no plan. I love the built-in flip-up sights. I want to leave it just like it is. I don't want to fuck around with it. It's a gun that would work great for me or Christine because it's so easy to convert it from left hand, right hand, blah, blah, blah. I know you'd think the first thing I'm going to do if my business can ever do something good. Well, first of all, I got a couple things. One thing for sure that I have to financially take care of. Yeah, I know. But I would actually like to celebrate things going right by getting myself something from Real Steel. So it's not a big financial thing, but it'd be one of those things where every single time I looked at that knife with the Real Steel knives, I don't have a Real Steel knife that sits unused. They're all just too nice to bury them and not have them getting... Well, actually, I have one that's put away right now because it's a duplicate. I have the one that I've been carrying more and less concerned about. I'm not using it to get in Betty's back door, Jolson, even though that would be fun. I'm just simply using it more. I didn't want to carry it as much because it was like, this thing is absolutely such awesome knives. Yeah, I would the very first thing, kind of like going out and getting more business cards, is I would get something from Real Steel. Yeah, there she is again. It'd be nice to have a laser and actually put the date 454 and the date that I got to the point where I felt that I could actually get myself something from the company. Sharky, 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, I'd love to shoot that. That's a Snow White who would have given Gail Gabbett as the evil stepmother a run for her money. You lying mirror, not Rachel Zegel. My lord. Smile Money says that would be a different take on a Disney classic. I would enjoy it. Yeah, seems how he already sent me the picture, and yeah, she's very impregnable. Okay, we're almost done. Sorry to little Sharky SH classic schoolgirl with a whip outro babe. Hot. Bad says greetings, Captain. Greetings, Bad. Cobra on the wrong video says cheers, wrong video clubbers. Then on the right video, Lot Lizard, he says SH. Mike says, David and I are going to have a long talk with you, Eric. Wait. About what? Because if it's anything to do with alcohol, Mike, I'm pretty sure as we speak, you have a drink in your hand and David does not. Mike with the last comment. You need some long-term help, my friend. Well, I won't argue with you about that at all. Okay, going to the club. So, where do I put... Where do I put WONDERSTUFF? Come on, lighting. WONDERSTUFF Pilsner from Bajas Brew Labs. Well, for a Pilsner, I think it's very good. I don't know what it would be to get a 6-pack of this versus a 6-pack of something else, but I'm guessing a few dollars more. There she is. I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah. Gonna give her an 8. Sharky. Sharky, did you shoot it with that trigger in it? YouTube gun, Justin gun. Maybe that's what I should use for the 300-yard cowbell shot. That almost seems more fitting. Or Alice. I have hit steel at 300 yards with Alice. Okay, in the club. Wow. My money an hour ago says, cheers to all the call. This the club. Cheers to all the call. This the club. Bad says, cheers my money. The next round of beer is on me. Barkeep, we need beer. And Cobra, what are those, like party poppers? Bad, I want to be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. Howdy, clubbers. Missy Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. Cobra says, clubhouse time. Cobra. And Jolson says, the 200 Sunny Slopes Club needs cowbell. The cowbell on the left was the cowbell, and the cowbell on the right was the Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes one. So, I gotcha. Lights green, traps clean. Let's go check the, see if YouTube fucked me over or not. First, okay. Counted for. Yeah. Sub-comments from Mike saying, David and I are going to have to talk with you, Eric. Bad's in there. an hour ago saying about the birds and the bees. He may have figured that out. That got blocked. Cobra says that's what she said. That got blocked. Din says, you need any snow jobs? Yeah, you want me to come down and plow you? And that got blocked. And Cobra's comment, there's a dirty joke there just waiting to be told, but I don't want my mouth washed out with soap. Yeah, Din, yeah. Maybe next year this time it'll be a different thing, because my next batch of business cards will have 454 wood stuff on one side and the snow plowing on the back side of the card. Or maybe I won't own the truck and the plow next year at this time. Accounted for. Oh, Smile Money got his deleted for the Jolson's UV in the bathroom. Smile Money says his fluids just do not have the glow they once had. Alcohol may lower the testosterone level. Okay. So we got a fair amount of stuff yanked. Okay. Stormy Coyote got one deleted. Okay. I'm just going to say it, Eric. I think you might be on to something with the Limburger cheese on chicken and the biscuit crackers. I just tried it and now I'm a fan. No shit. I thought this was going to be a review or more later. Why did you get yanked for that? Yeah, Stormy. Limburger on the chicken and the biscuit crackers, man. That's the shit. Cheap old gun guy got pulled. You can get all A's and still flunk life. Ibomi, the only person on this planet who gets more excited over a bag of dicks than Dylan Mojave. Can't see why that got blocked. Mega.
Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Tom got yanked. Crazy girl sex is the best. Unfortunately, I know that firsthand. Sub comment from Smile Money got yanked. Well, as long as you make it out alive. Jeremy's comment got deleted. Next time, suck a bag of dicks. That crunching drives me nuts. Smile Money says, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Wow, a lot of fucking deletes. Okay, that's it. Go back one last time. Check the trap. Trap's clean. Time for Din Din. Take that with me. Okay, guys. Cheers. Tomorrow, probably. I have one left in this setup. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be awesome.